this. I know it's Possibility Friday. This is also absolutely about possibilities. We've been talking about this for the whole week, and so this is into rich descriptions. And so I've been talking about how to get into these conversations, and this installment is just going to be about those questions. What does it say about what you stand for? What does it say about what you're holding dear? And then moving into that place of actually what we talked about is experience of experience questions, or outsider witnessing, the process of bringing more people into the conversation. The experience of experience questions are really cool because it's like, for example, what would the people who love you and care about you say it says about what you're standing for and what matters to you? And so when you ask that question, what you're literally doing is putting a person in a position to bring in kind of the experience of somebody who's other than them. And one of the cool things about these questions is, having asked these questions bazillions of times, that's an estimate, by the way, it's quite something to experience how many people literally, one of the wackiest ways to ask these questions is if somebody's, you ask somebody a question they have no idea what the answer is. And you say, well, what would somebody who loves you and cares about you say the answer to this question is? And then they know the answer. That's really wild, because it's like a perspective change, and then all of a sudden people can actually fill in that blank. So that's a little interesting permutation of these. Yeah, the idea. So we're enriching the description and bringing in other people to kind of to then sort of witness this conversation and contribute to it in ways that make that description even richer. So yeah, what would people who know you and love you say it says about what you're standing dear? That this is the response, or that this is the answer to the question that you've given. And I know I always find it. I realize it's difficult because you can't really do this without actually being in conversation with somebody. If you do go to the International Narrative Action Collab website, which is the International Narrative Action Collab.org, all one word, except for the .org. There's a bunch of videos that are on there that you can watch and see these conversations in progress. These are interactions that I had with a number of folks, but you can see how the questions get asked and what the answers are, and then what happens afterwards. They said it's difficult to kind of, once the person says whatever they say, but this is all fundamentally based on this notion that everything we say, all the words that we use, are absent but implicit, are emblematic of those things that we stand for and those things that we hold dear. And it's just a question of asking those into those responses to figure that out. So yeah, so for today we're just talking about this idea of what does it say about what you're standing for and holding dear. This is the position that you're taking, and then also who in your life, who loves you and cares about you, what would they say it says about what you're standing for and holding dear. And you could also ask, what would they say about your hopes and dreams, desires and aspirations, of what they are. But you see that what you're doing is you're literally bringing other people's experience into the conversation, and then just further enriching that that conversation. So that's for today, for Possibilities Friday. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's here in the northeastern United States. It's dark, and it will be tomorrow at this time as well. And it's a little fun fact, just a little tag on the end here. People think about the winters being this long, dark season. Actually, the days started getting darker in June or July, can't remember, one of the J months, and they're going to start to get longer again in December. So so this long dark winter thing is really just something that it makes me feel bad. The reality is that's not actually what happens. And so looking forward to December. I think it's the 8th, it's a longer day. Some people I care a lot about talk about longer day. I don't know if somebody else made that up, but I think they made it up, and it's really funny and cool because the days start to get longer, and then we can anticipate more daylight, more sunshine, and moving back to summer. So anyway, hope everybody's having a great day, and I will be back tomorrow.